Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coop in Pleasant Hill, Missouri. We're on the campus of Pleasant Hill High School, and we've got MRVC West basketball matchup tonight. Your Harrisonville Wildcats taking on the Pleasant Hill Roosters. As these two get together, Gary, it doesn't matter records, it doesn't matter anything else. They're always good ball games.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it doesn't make any, you said it. Whether it's whatever sport it is, whatever season it is, it doesn't make any difference. Records are out. This is what we normally call the Cass County Clash. However, it's not this year. It's the Cass County Class. And you know, Coach Messenger has really, I'm sure, done a lot with his team from the beginning of the year. Got a lot of rebuilding to do. And so I look for it to be a good game tonight. I mean, Harrisonville's, has come off a couple of great wins, but they're going to have to continue. And you want a tough game every matchup between now and then, just because of the fact that it's not going to get any easier down the stretch when they go into districts as well.
Yeah, and this, I would say it would be about 50-50 with coaches if you ask them what they would rather have the week before districts. 3 games or 4 games in a week, or would you rather have a week of practice? Because I think some coaches love to have practice and have those practice days, but I think a lot of coaches also like those games in that you can't recreate game day elements in practice when you got the same kids every day in practice. So I really think that this whole week of games is going to be helpful next week for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you a different dynamic each night as far as each player going up at kind of a different aspect as far as defense and offense. And so therefore, as long as nobody gets hurt, that's the thing. I mean, in practice you can kind of control that, or you hope to be able to control that, where you're not going to have a whole lot of physical activity where you hope that somebody doesn't get hurt. In a basketball game, totally different. I mean, it's kind of like last night. Things, can get a little bit rough, and you just don't want anybody to get hurt in those. But if I was coaching, I would much rather have games, maybe not quite as many in the week before, but I would much rather have games and practices.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we talked about it, you touched on it, the Cass County Clash. This year we've replaced that, or these couple of games, with the Cass County Class. If you're unaware, 2 young ladies from Pleasant Hill were tragically lost in a car accident at the end of last week. One of those being a trooper's daughter, one of those just being members of the community. And we wanted to give back, and we're wanting to give back to Pleasant Hill's community. And in doing so, we've been able to raise money. And since Saturday night at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon till today, we're well over $1,000. I think $1,075 that we've been able to raise so far. So through tonight and tomorrow night's game, we're going to collect money, and whatever that final total is, 100% of that's going to the families, and we're going to split it 50-50 so that each family can use that for whatever cost they may have arise. Angela even talked about, a lot of times when they talk about a funeral expense, they don't tell you about like a monument expense or a headstone expense or all the different things that go with it. And this is just going to help those families, or it could be a car, they got to replace cars, stuff like that. Nothing's going to replace what happened. However, relieving that burden while you're already grieving is something that everybody can help with.
I mean, you don't even think about it, but you got to buy the plot too. I mean, so there are so many expenses that go into a funeral. It's well into the $5,000 to $10,000 range normally, and so therefore you want to be able to help defer those costs, so that way they don't have to worry too much about that. They can think more about their grieving and how they're going to deal with it. And again, we've said it, and I'll say it again throughout the night, not only the money, but also please continue to keep them in your thoughts and their prayers, because you're not supposed to bury your children. The children are supposed to bury you, and take it from somebody that's been there, not immediate, but from my sister. She lost a daughter, and so I know exactly how the family is, what they're going through right now. The families, excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely. So the link is on our live chat on the YouTube page. You can click their live chat button. You can click. We have 3 ways to donate. You can donate via Venmo, PayPal, and credit card. So any of those ways you can do that, and everybody has stepped up. It's been awesome, and we are proud of our community and glad that we can help our neighbors to the north this next couple of nights. Gary even nicely wore purple under his black top today. If I had a purple shirt, I would have. I should have asked Coach Mess while I was down there if he had an extra long sleeve, extra large shirt I could have used for tomorrow night and be able to wear something purple underneath as well. So we got about 10 minutes before game time here. We got an MRVC West clash. Cats might have a couple bruises after last night, but they're ready to rock and roll in the game tonight. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more on our pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank after this.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tile and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Looking for the perfect date night? Then you've got to go to the Cider House and you go to their event page, the Cider House events. Sign up for the 2021 Farm to Table schedule. They're always having special events. Farm to Table once a month throughout the summer months is such a blast. 5-course dinner by a professional chef, some local musician, wine pairings, whatever it might be. They have it at the Cider House and during the Farm to Table dinners. It's located just 8 miles south of Harrisonville for your enjoyment. So the Cider House is there. Give them a call or visit theciderhouseevents.com or visit the Facebook page. Stop paying high prices for low quality Rising M feeders. Call Rising M Feeders and get locally grown, farm fresh, USDA inspected beef. No more reground beef to make it look fresh, fatty steaks, or tough meats. Get it fresh from the source. Quarter, half, and whole packages available. Call or text Charlie with Rising M Feeders for more detail. 816-738-3571. That's 816-738-3571. While the orchard is closed, Upcycled Orchard is still going strong. How, you ask? They're inside Artisans Corner on Wall in Harrisonville. All you have to do is stop into the booth, and they will get you taken care of. Take and bake pies, a lot of vinyl records, whatever it might be. Get on the website or get on the Facebook page. You can order Granny Faye's pies and pot pies, available all year long at the booth. And make sure to watch Facebook for more fun information. That is Upcycled Orchard on the square, located inside of Artisans Corner on Wall. Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that Fortis Broadcasting is always the best trust crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C-squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C-squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
Welcome back inside of the coop on the campus of Pleasant Hill High School, Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Our neighbors to the north, 10 miles north. Tonight, we have a new version of the Cass County Clash. We're calling it the Cass County Class, raising money for the families that tragically lost their loved ones, their daughters, last week, and we want to be able to give back to them. There's a donate button on our YouTube link. You're more than welcome to donate if you please. We're going to be excited to be able to help out with that. Also, want to give a shout out to 3 great sponsors from Pleasant Hill. They were in the MRVC tournament with us as well. Again, COVID hit, and they got one less game. We wanted to take care of them the next 2 nights. We have Daddy-O's Grill just down the street here, actually, and they have great food and live music. We also have Sonic of Pleasant Hill, and we have Yard Designs Casco, and Amber's a rock star. She did our sign for Hoops for Hope, Gary. She did an awesome job for that, came up, talked to us. So 3 great businesses, and you know, sometimes you leave Harrisonville a night and you want to go eat, you can always come 10 miles north. You can eat at Daddy-O's. If you need a sign, that is Amber's forte, and she goes all over Cass County. And then, of course, I mean, who doesn't like Sonic? So we are ready for some basketball. I believe we'll probably have a national anthem in the starters, so we're going to take another timeout. Thanks for joining us for the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank. We'll be back with your tip after this.
When you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME for seasoning.com to get her booked today. When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance Agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive. We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Welcome back, getting set for the tip-off here momentarily. The Cats and the Roosters set to do battle. watching them do their little funny warm-ups, Kennedy Atkinson just went long gone with that one. And Pleasant Hill and Harrisonville coming up. Let me give you the starters, brought to you by Harrisonville's best starting lineup of insurance. That is Stafford Insurance. For Pleasant Hill, it'll be Jacob Conine, Sam Slaughter, Cole Starlin, Mason Hicks, and Wyatt Leda. For the Cats, it'll be Langer, Atkinson, Norris, Blix, Schroeder. Did I write something down wrong?
Yeah, I think you said Starlin, and it's Jay Powell.
Well, it shows what I do. So
while he's correcting it, it's Conine, Slaughter, Powell, Hicks, and Leda for the Pleasant Hill Roosters.
Well, that makes sense because I had two Starlins on there and I couldn't figure out why. So Jay Powell, my apologies. Not the first time I've messed up, as I always say. Just ask my wife. So Cole Starlin is number 10 if he gets in the game. It'll be Atkinson set to jump it up at midcourt. Looks like against Hicks. I can't quite tell. No, that isn't. That is Jay Powell. So Atkinson and Powell to jump it as we are set to do battle here. I believe we're going north-south, right, tonight? Yes, I process, but I can't see outside, so sometimes I get a little turned around in here. Will be Cats ball. Going from the south to the north. From the north to the south will be Pleasant Hill. Cats in their way, blue tops, blue bottoms, white trim down the side, gray numbers, little give and go underneath to Langer. He cannot connect, and it's a rebound back the other way. Slaughter gets it to Conine, into the corner for Powell. They look inside for Leda, back out front for Hicks. Hicks skips it between the circles for Conine, back over for Powell. Powell's going to dribble drive. Runner, no. Atkinson with the board. Gets it ahead to Langer. Langer's got it way outside, left side wing, top of the key. Spin it around for Schroeder. Schroeder looking for the cut now. Going to give it on the elbow right side for Langer, who backs it up, guarded by Powell. 7:05 to go here, first quarter, no score. Norris sidestep three ball, no. Rebound inside by Powell. Powell going to bring it back the other way across the timeline. Has it between the circles, gets it off on the wing for Slaughter. Slaughter back out front for Conine. Spin it around to Powell now with 6:50 to go here in the quarter. Up front, Leda with it. Leda looking to do something with it. He's going to go back door. Wide open is Slaughter. Beats his man, and it's 2-0 Pleasant Hill. Get it off over to Blix now. He's got it right side wing, top of the key for Norris, over to Atkinson. Atkinson with it on the left side wing. Now going to bring it back up. Dribble drive is Atkinson, back out for Langer for three. Good, Brooks Langer. 3-2 the score, and Brooks lights up the bottom of the net. Cats take the lead. Across the timeline, Hicks with it. Going to skip it over inside to Powell. Powell going to go right to the rack, no good. Atkinson with the board, and he's going to push it back the other way. Across the timeline with it to the left wing, now hands off for Blix. Blix back to Atkinson. Atkinson on Leda. If Leda gets out there with him, that'll be a mismatch for Atkinson to try to get to the rack. Norris going to go in, kick in the corner for Atkinson. He's going to dribble drive now, kick in the corner for Norris. Norris now to the cutter. Langer, no. Langer gets his own putback, no, but he'll go to the line for a pair. Now let's see if Brooks got rid of those yips from last night, because he missed 5 straight free throws in the fourth quarter. And we talked about that, how much just a free throw is a mental game. So 5:35 to go here, first quarter, and Langer at the line.
He probably spent some time on the court at the line earlier today.
I would imagine so. It's 4-2, Cats with the lead, and he knocks that first one down. And that first one's always so important when you've kind of had the yips. You knock it in, and then you kind of get that stroke back, and he does. He knocks them both down. It's 5-2, all 5 coming from Langer in the early going. Slaughter going to bring it up. Gets it to Hicks. Hicks across the timeline, has it way outside. Back between the circles for Slaughter to Hicks. Now off in the corner, Conine to Slaughter. Slaughter back to Conine. Conine fires. Missed it, but I was waiting as I held on to the fires to see if it was tipped, and it was not. So it'll go back to the Cats, 5-2 with 5:14 to go here in the first. Norris across the timeline. They go elbow for Atkinson. Back to Norris. He's got it left side wing. They try to cut it in. Good defense right there by Conine to get in the passing lane and slap it out of bounds. So 5:03 to go here in the first half. Or first quarter, I should say. They get it into Schroeder, now to Norris. They try to go back inside to Atkinson, and he is fouled. Are you call that on Leda, or are they going to call that one on Powell?
That's 2 on Powell, 2 quick ones on Powell. So it's like he's going to be coming out.
So Powell going to have to check out. And that is, so Whithelm in. They get it right to Schroeder, puts it up, no good. Whithelm with the rebound. Whithelm gets it off for Slaughter, who gets it across the timeline. He dribbles in, now goes top of the key for Whithelm, off on the wing for Hicks for 3. Knocks it down, and it's 5-5. We're tied back up. Across the timeline we go with it. Out front between the circles is Norris. Norris off to Atkinson, back to Norris. Norris has got it, back top of the key for Blixt. Glass and good, Connor Blixt. I got to ask him after the game if he called board, because it doesn't count. They'll have to take it back if he didn't. Cats with good defense there. They get it to Whithelm. Inside they go to Leda. Leda's going to spin, shoot, can't deliver. Rebound Schroeder, and he gets it ahead for Langer. Langer's got it on the wing right side. He'll fire a 3. No. Atkinson tried to get the offensive rebound, was a little bit too far underneath there, and it goes back the other way. Slaughter going to bring it across the timeline with 3:56 to go here in the quarter. Cats lead 8-5. Now Leda with it. Leda's got it in the corner on the right side. Goes to Hicks on the right wing. Hicks with it on the right wing. Gets it back to Whithelm. Whithelm's got it. He's going to go inside to Leda. Leda's going to spin on Atkinson and deliver. Make it 8-7. And the 2 from Leda. Back the other way we go with it. Schroeder with it on the wing, going to drive in. Tipped away from him, picked up by Pleasant Hill and knocked out of bounds by the Cats. Vocher going to check in for Schroeder. Also checking in is Reeves. giving a break and breather to Leda. So 3:24 to go here, first quarter, 8-7 the score. Conine into Slaughter. Slaughter to Whithelm. Whithelm going to bring it across the timeline. Tipped away by Blixt into the backcourt and chasing it down. Now the Cats giving up numbers there. They're going to go back the other way. Hicks going to dribble drive, kick in the corner, spin it back out. Whithelm with three. No. Long rebound to Bocher. Gets it off for Langer, and the Cats come back the other way with 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Into the corner for Bocher. He'll fire a three. Connect. Billy Bocher. 11-7 as Billy knocks that one down.
That's the one you almost go, no. Yeah, good job.
And it was an open look. I like the open look early in a game. Those are the looks you like. You don't like those in the fourth quarter in a tight game, though. Get that off on the wing. Dribble drive by Whithelm. Kick it out. Three ball on the way by Slaughter. No good. Put back is good. On the follow by Conine. And it's 11-9 in the early going. Get it in the corner for Blixt. Out of the corner of the wing. Top of the key for Bocher. Bocher looks for the cutter. Now going to get it off for Blixt. Back top of the key for Norris. Norris between the circles. 2:15 to go here first quarter. Cats with a 2-point lead. Blixt dribble drives, kicks back. Now Bocher, he'll fire another three. No, a little bit short on that one. Rebound goes to Pleasant Hill, and across the timeline they go with it. Kick it baseline jumper. Good by Reeves, and we're tied at 11 apiece. So 1:52 to go here, first quarter, 11-11 our score. Get it off for Blixt. Gets a pick, goes top of the key for Bocher. Bocher tries to force it inside. I've seen a lot of that by the Wildcats the last couple of games, trying to force it into the middle. And I'll talk about that a little bit when we get a chance with a loose ball or a timeout here. Get it back up between the circles. Slaughter with it. Slaughter off for Conine. Conine into the corner for Hicks. Back to Whithelm. He's going to drop a three. No. Rebound by Blixt. Blixt gets it to Norris. Norris across the timeline. 1:10 to go here in the quarter. Step back three. Good. Make it 14-11. Kobe Norris for a triple. Cats have 4 threes. Yet to hit a two in this first quarter, and 1 minute to go in the quarter. They go top of the key for Hicks. For Whithelm. Whithelm's going to dribble drive. Now kick off on the wing. Slaughter. Slaughter baseline jumper. No. Rebound underneath. They're going to call the foul, I believe, on Norris. Kobe kind of got into the back there as he was trying to get position. He got that hand in the small of the back. They're going to call that, and they caught it that time. 14-11, 48.2 to go here in the quarter. Conine into Whithelm. Whithelm out front. Spin it around. Now Conine with it. Gets stripped away, but picks it back up. Now Hicks with it way outside left side wing. Into the corner, Whithelm. Whithelm's got the ball, going to dribble out of the corner to the wing. Now give and go, wide open Reeves, make it 14-13. Reeves has got 4 off the bench to pace the Roosters. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter, 14-13 the score. Langer, step side three, no. Looked like that one might have been tipped. It's out of bounds off of Tiemann as he tried to save it. And it goes back the other way. 14-13 our score here, 14.6 to go in this first quarter. Whithelm going to pass it in for Pleasant Hill. Pleasant Hill going from the north to the south. White tops, white bottoms, purple numbers and letters. 13 seconds to go across the timeline. Slaughter with it. He's going to dribble drive, elbow jumper, no. Atkinson tried to get the rebound. Lado with it. He's going to dribble drive, double dribbles. And the Cats are going to have 3 quick seconds to try to get a pass. And Kobe's giving up a lot of space here. You don't want to just take it with 3 seconds to go. Like, throw it way out there. See, I'm going to push it up. Norris throws up a three, no. And I don't like it in that situation. Go out, make them, force them to come over and guard you. You don't want to just throw a little lob out there and let it roll when they can come and grab that. As soon as you touch it, then you only have 3 seconds. You could have got a better look at that. What I wanted to say about the first quarter, we're just going to keep it right here. What I wanted to say in this first quarter, a couple of things I see. Number one, offensively for the Harrisonville Wildcats, there's too much standing around on the outside. They're passing the ball around the outside well. But to get the ball inside, they're just trying to shove it in there and throw it through people. You've got to be able to get the inside game working by dribble drive. And nobody's dribble driving in that first quarter. Key number 2 I see so far here in this ball game, Pleasant Hill's the one winning the loose ball battle. They're the one hustling here in the first quarter, even though the Cats have a 14-13 lead. You have got to change things up if you're the Cats and play with a little more intensity and aggression in this second quarter. You want to get on a 10-0 run or something and then put Pleasant Hill on their heels. Right now, Pleasant Hill's playing a perfect basketball game, and they're only down by 1. Those keys to the game brought to you by the keys to your financial future. That is Hawthorne Bank. Give them a call to set up an account today. Get it off on the wing. Whithelm tries to go a little bit too hard there to Conine when he had him close. And it is going to go back to the Cats. And again, this is one of those situations we've talked the last couple of nights where teams have gotten close at a point in a game but not gone over the hump. This is one of those momentum points for Pleasant Hill. They're down by 1. If they could somehow get the lead, I think that would go a long ways here in this first half, even though it's early. Hall's got it, dribbles in, free throw line, jumper, good by Hall, and it's 16-13. Corbin Hall with the first double of the night for the Cats. All their other points coming from the three-point or the free throw stripe. Kick it over to Conine in the corner, right side of the right wing. Right to the free throw line, Hicks over to the left side. Slaughter with it between the circles for Conine. He thought about the volleyball line 3, now going to dribble in. Kick in the corner, Whithelm's going to fire a 3, good. And we're tied at 16 all. It's our third tie of the ball game, and it comes back the other way. Blix with it across the timeline, gets it off on the wing. They go inside to Langer, and he's fouled immediately by Hicks. Hicks had that hand in the back too, that's what they called. 6:47 to go here, first half. Cats and Pleasant Hill tied at 16 all. Look to get it in. Gonna have to hurry. They get it in up front for Hall. Hall over to Langer. Langer's got it left side wing, gonna dribble drive. Free throw line, no, but he'll go to the line for a pair. He's got 5 in the game. Try to add to it here with 6:41 to go in the first half.
And that's 2 on Hicks and 2 on Powell.
Coach Mass got that mask down over there on the sideline going, all right, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do here? Trying to think through the situation. Free throw rattles home. 17-16 the score. 1 more to go for Brooks Langer. Second one, good. He knocks them both down. He's got 7. The Cats lead 18-16. Slaughter ahead to Whithelm. Whithelm's got it off. And then they skip it over. That's going to go back court, but he was able to save it to Conine. Conine's got it on the wing left side, hands off to Hicks. Hicks skips it over to Slaughter. Slaughter's got it right side wing now. Back between the circles they go for Hicks with 6:20 to go here, first half. Slaughter into the corner, Leda. Right side, right wing, way outside. Little dribble drive, kick in the corner. Conine, 3-ball, good. 19-18. Pleasant Hill with a 1-point lead on the 3 by Conine. Get it off on the wing. Up front they go for Schroeder. 5:50 to go. Back to Langer. First half play. Langer going to take it over left side volleyball line, set up his offense here. And he's going to step into a long 3, no good. And it's a rebound by Leda. 1 point lead for Pleasant Hill, and a chance to add to it here. Get it off 3 ball, blocked away by Schroeder. As Hicks thought he had an open look. Good job of closing by Schroeder there. Norris, Atkinson check in. So back to the original starting 5 for the Cats here. Get it in front, spin it around Hicks. He's got left wing, left corner for Woodhelm. Woodhelm up front now for Conine, over to Slaughter. Slaughter with it on the wing right side, goes to Woodhelm. He's going to step back, kick back up front for Hicks. Hicks going to dribble drive, stripped away by Langer. Good quick hands by Langer. He's going to go coast to coast, and one. Knocks it down, gets fouled, regain the lead 20-19. Do the Cats. Coach Mess was calling for the charge there, but both of them were moving towards the basket together. No real set play right there. And they're going to call Wilhelm for the for the foul. So Langer knocks it down after the end one. He's got 10, and the Cats lead 21-19. Lada's got it. Now back off to Wilhelm. He's going to drive up and under, glass and good. And we're tied at 21-21 in this one, 4:50 to go. Norris going to go strong, fouled by Conine, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. So 4:45 to go here, first half, 21-21 the score.
And the Cats will be in a bonus from here on out. So
still a lot of time left here in the first half. Free throw good by Norris. He's got 4. We're high above the bleachers here in Pleasant Hill. Always Ron Allschlager's favorite place to go. There's one place Ron wasn't wanting to go. It was up here in the bird's nest. 23-21. Ron, if you're listening, just got to give you a hard time, buddy. I want to give him a shout out, actually. He dropped by some money for our fundraiser, and that was awesome for him. Now Langer going to take it coast to coast, glass and good, and it's 25-21. Good heads up play by Langer. He's got 12. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:28 to go in the half. Cats up by 4. Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays. All right, welcome back. Our score, first half, 4:28 to go in the first half, and the Wildcats lead it 25-21. Pleasant Hill with the ball. Slaughter to bring it up. Going from the north to the south are the Roosters. Reach in foul. Cats have some to give here. That one's on Tiemann with 4:22 to go in the half. So 25-21, our score. Low scoring first half plays in the favor of the Roosters here. The Cats can get out and start running and score in bunches. That's when the Roosters will be in trouble. Lada's got it out front. Conine fires from about 25. No good. Rebound to Norris. And Norris across the timeline, has it on the wing, left side. Step back, thought about a 3. Now going to try to set up his offense. Gets a pick, gets it off on the wing for Schroeder. Schroeder's got it on the wing, right side, goes top of the key, looks inside, now gets it over to Norris. Norris volleyball line with it. Going to dribble, drive, step back. Now kick off for Stacy. Stacy's got it on the wing, left side. Step side 3, good! Matt Stacy! And it's 28-21.
He's done that like the last 3 games. He's come in and got a 3 when we really needed it.
Back the other way, Slaughter, no. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. They're going to call that on Norris out front. Believe that was.
No, it's on Schroeder.
Oh, they call that on Monty, so. puts Slaughter at the line for 2. It's a 28-21 lead for the Cats. First free throw rattles home, back of the rim, and down it goes. 28-22, 6-point game. So 3:41 to go. First half of play, 28-23 our score. Slaughter makes them both. He's got 4. Schroeder with it on the wing left side. Looks back door, now gets it off over to Atkinson. Back top of the key for Langer. Langer's going to dribble drive. Glass no good, and he's fouled by Whithelm. And this is where the Cats are winning the battle right here, is on these plays on the inside. Finally, the inside opening up a little bit, Gary, but what are they doing a little different in the second quarter?
They're taking it.
Exactly, taking it to the rim. That's what I said they needed to do a little more of, and they've done it. Langer's free throw no good. One more to go for him. It's a 5-point Cat lead, 28-23 with 3:23 to go in the first half of play. He can get a second free throw. That's 2 on Whithelm as well. So Whithelm, Hicks, and Powell all sitting on the bench with 2 fouls for Pleasant Hill. Free throw is good. Make it 29-23. So where the Cats could make some hay here in the last 3:23 of this, push this out to 15 or so with foul trouble for Pleasant Hill. Slaughter off for Powell back in there. Powell's got it guarded by Atkinson, gets it off for Hicks, stolen away. Cats have the numbers, they're gonna push it the other way. Kobe, a little bit too crazy and wild on that one. That's one that I like to take by Kobe, but just go up with it. Like we did the extra like oop-de-oop pass, like just go up and go strong with that to the hole, get those 2 points. Get it off for Schroeder inside to Atkinson, spinner, no. Rebound for Pleasant Hill. And again, not a great set piece by the Cats there. Back the other way we go with it. Hicks has got it out front, gets it inside to Leda. Leda going to try to spin on Atkinson, kick it back to Hicks. Hicks has it now, goes back, spinning around. Backside jumper blocked away, picked up by the Cats. Schroeder got a hand on that one. Kobe goes up strong, and right there, takes it right to the rack. That was what I was talking about, 31-23, and a timeout called with the Norris bucket. Last time he had that move, and then he just went up. We'll take a timeout. Cats up by 8, 2:27 to go in the half.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
All right, welcome back to 27 to go here. First half of play. Cats lead by 8.
If you're the Cats, you'd like to make a stop here, make it into double digits, and hopefully take it to half with double digits. And if you do, that makes it better because then they're going to get the ball in the second half as well.
Yeah, and a couple things I would do right now. I would be attacking when you're on offense, attack Powell. He's got 2 fouls. And then on defense, you know, get up in their face a little bit, pressure them, and try to get a couple of easy transition buckets. Hicks goes up and under, kick it out for Powell. Powell into the corner for Slaughter. To Leda. Leda's got it on the wing, left side, off for Slaughter. Now back to Hicks. Hicks with it on the left side wing, goes top of the key with it, going to dribble drive. Gets cut off, back out front it goes, through the fingertips, and an over and back going to be called. And the Cats get the turnover they need, up by 8 with 2:02 to go here in the half. I think Coach Messenger wanted a tip ball there. I'm not sure there was a tip, but it would have been close. 1:58 to go. They get it off for Blix. He goes to the free throw line for Langer, into the corner now for Atkinson. Atkinson gets it in for Schroeder. Schroeder to Blix. Blix is double teamed off to Norris for three. Wide open, 34-23. Kobe Norris with 10. Two Cats in double figures, and they lead by 11 with 1:30 to go in the half. Get it off for Powell. Powell's got a dribble drive, kick it off, stolen away by Norris. Norris has got numbers, he's gonna push it. He goes up and under, good. Kobe Norris, 36-23, little Euro step, drops a dime into the bucket, and it's 36-23. Cats up 13 with a minute to go here in the half. Hicks has got it outside. Kick it over, three ball by Slaughter. Long three, no short. Rebound goes to Schroeder. Schroeder ahead to Norris. Norris going to bring it across the timeline with 50. He's feeling it. Step back three, no. Atkinson, they're going to call him for the foul. And it's going to come back the other way. And Leda going to, I thought they were, well, where are we going?
I think they were looking at the wrong.
I was like, where are we going, guys? There's only 4 fouls up there, so they're going to go back there and pass it in with 44.7 to go. So an opportunity there by the Cats wasted. If they would have got a putback there, would have been a 15-point game. 40 seconds to go in the half. Across the timeline they go. They get it to Leda. Leda back out front for Slaughter. Slaughter way outside, guarded by Hall. And now Langer cuts him off. Could have got a steal there. They go inside Slaughter. Ball tipped around, picked up by Hicks. Hicks going to dribble in, kick off, three ball, good. Conine rattles it home, 36-26. Back to a 10-point game. Conine's got 8 and 15 seconds to go here in the half. Cat's going to get the last shot of this one. Going to kick it underneath Hall. Blocked away, picked up Bocher, buzzer beater, no. Tipped up, and that'll go to the half, 36-26. I didn't like the end of that quarter there. We had Connor Blix wide open on the right side wing, nobody within 17 feet of him, and that's a shot he's going to knock down every time. So 10 minutes on the clock as we go to the half. Cats up by 10. We'll be back in just a few minutes. It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land & Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and Razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today.
A strong lineup is always important no matter the sport. The same should go for your insurance company as well. At Stafford & Stafford Insurance, your auto, commercial, life, health, farm, and crop insurance is all under one roof. With a lineup like that, they are sure to have your team covered. Call the team that will line up with the best of them. Stafford & Stafford Insurance in Harrisonville, located on Commercial Street, across from Holland's Auto Sale.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services has been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat. With this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. And as always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
A community always needs a group to help promote the small businesses in its town. Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce does this for Harrisonville. Chamber Golf Tournament, Log Cabin Festival, and monthly meetings. The Chamber events are plentiful and a great way for your business to be seen. Go to harrisonvillechamber.com or watch the weekly Chamber chat for more Chamber happenings.
Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the Bright Futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
All right, back at halftime here, 7:27 till we go back to second half action. And the Cats lead it 36-26 at the half. They led 14-13 after 1. Outscore Pleasant Hill 22-13 in the second to take that 36-26 lead. Gary, give me the totals.
Leading the way for your Cats, Brooks Langer with 13, Kobe Norris with 12. The rest of the scoring, Connor Blix with 1-3, Billy Bocher with 3, Corbin Hall with 2, and Matt Stacy again coming off the bench. Always hits. It seems like he always comes in and hits that first 3 when he gets it. That rounds out the scoring for Harrisonville's 36 points. For Pleasant Hill, leading the way for the Roosters is Jacob Conine with 8. He had 2 threes there in the second, plus a 2 in the first, makes him 8. The rest of the scoring is Sam Slaughter with 4, Mason Hicks with 3, Leda with 2, Whithelm with 5, and Reeves with 4, both off the bench for their rounding out their 26 points. We really don't have anybody in foul trouble, nobody with more than 1 foul. However, Pleasant Hill does have some issues. Starter Jay Powell has 2. Starter Mason Hicks has 2. And off the bench, Trey Wilhelm has 2. They had a total of 7 fouls in the first to Harrisonville's 4.
And, you know, I like the adjustments made after the first quarter. We talked about it in the first quarter, and we said, you know, I didn't like the way they were not dribble driving. They were just passing around, and they were just being complacent on defensive as well and not getting to those loose balls. 4:15 mark of the second quarter, it was tied at 21-21, and a 2-shot foul for Kobe Norris. From that point on, the Cats go on a 15-5 run to end the half, outscoring Pleasant Hill by 10 and to take that 36-26 lead. So they went on a run. We talked about it. You know, you like it to get it to double digits. You got to give a little bit of credit to Pleasant Hill, though. It was 13, and we had the ball. We did not get a good shot off, and they went back and hit a 3. So that could easily have been 16 or 17 in the half, and I think Coach Messenger will tell you, I'll take the 10-point deficit at the half with the 3 coming out by Conine, and was really able to get things going.
Yeah, and you got to be happy after last night. The free throw shooting last night for the Cats was, I'm not going to say horrendous, but was not good. Tonight we're 8 for 9. Brooks Langer, who was really struggling last night, he's 7 for 8. And then Kobe Norris is 2 for 2. So you got to be happy with the free throw shooting. I think they went back, you know, did some mind checking, probably stood on the free throw line, shot a few shots. So you got to be happy about that. Really, you got two players now in double figures. Look, probably you're going to, by the end of the game, you're hoping to have 3 or 4. That's where we really are doing the best. Again, Coach Langer talks about roles. Everybody has their role. Want to see Connor Blix get into it. He hit 1 3. That's the only shot he had all night. And so you want to see him get into the game as well, because if he gets into it as well, they can almost run away with it to a certain point.
Well, we'll see what happens. Kennedy Atkinson blanked in the first half. Did have a few rebounds, but other than that, they did a good job making sure they knew where he was all the time in that first half.
Yeah, he seems to be playing more out at the top of the key rather than down below, so I think that's part of the reason why he's not getting some of the rebounds. And then that one, he just got out positioned. I think he was going down and got positioned on it. You know, he went up. He skied. He had the ball, but he was over the back as well. So obviously that's going to be a foul. But I'm not sure if it's a different play by the way the Cats are playing, because he seems to be more up at top rather than down below.
Well, we'll see what happens. We got about 3.5 minutes before we get to the second half. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back to wrap up the halftime show after this. You're watching high school basketball on 4Ts.com and 4Ts streaming on YouTube. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra, located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American Heritage Realtors. With almost 40 years of experience, they will take all the stress out of buying and selling a home. Add in being the #1 seller of properties on Zillow, and American Heritage should be the only call you make when you're ready to buy or sell your home. Experience, reliability, and results. That's American Heritage Realtors next to Sonic on South Commercial Street.
Inside the Train testing facility, our heating and cooling products go through endless torture tests. We drop them, slam them against a wall, shake them, and then expect them to run without an extra decibel in our anechoic sound chamber. We test so it runs.
On Heating and Cooling is your local Train dealer. They've been serving Harrisonville and the surrounding communities for over 50 years. If you need service, repair, or replacement of your heat pump, furnace, air conditioner, or indoor air quality equipment, give Hahn a call at 816-380-5659, just like the Wildcats.
It's hard to stop a train.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
38 seconds on the clock as it winds down here at the half. Cats lead 36-26 at the half. Like to see the Cats come out quick here in the third quarter, Gary.
Yeah, they get the ball. You want to see them take it across, and you want to see a good offense and end with 2 or 3 points. This is what I want to see. That puts them up 12, 13 points, and that will set the tone, in my opinion, for the way the third and fourth quarter are going to go.
You're exactly right. I think if the Cats let Pleasant Hill get a couple of quick buckets here, they're going to be in a dogfight the whole second half of this one.
It's all the way you play your competition. If you let somebody stay in the ball game, they're going to make it difficult for you the rest of the game.
I've always said, for an underdog, the longer they hang around, the harder it is for them to go away. So the Cats need to put the gas pedal down early in this third. Cross timeline they go. We're underway. Cats going to the south this time from the north. Blue tops, blue bottoms, white trim, gray numbers, white lettering. Pleasant Hill in their white tops, white bottoms, purple numbers and letters with the gold outline. Blix with it on the wing. Right side, back out front for Norris over to Schroeder. Good backdoor cut. Kennedy Atkinson wide open. 38-26. Cats with the lead, and it goes back the other way. Dribble drive the other way, no good. Rebound by Powell, goes up, no good. Rebound by the Cats, and it comes back the other way. So a 12-point lead with 7:15 to go here in the third. Cross timeline they go. They get it off for Atkinson. Atkinson's going to spin, and then he's going to dribble drive on Leda, hand on the hip of Atkinson. That's that mismatch we talked about in the first half. Not necessarily a mismatch underneath the basket, but if they can pull Leda out and get him on the wing, Kennedy's athletic ability can take over there. And get it into Atkinson. He's got it on the elbow, and now he's going to try to drive again. Gets cut off, drops it in. Blix, glass no good. Rebound by Conine. Head to Slaughter. Slaughter into the corner. Powell. Powell steps in from three-point line out to Conine. He's going to dribble drive. Now back out in the corner, knocked away. Good hands by Connor Blix, being active over there. Knocked the ball loose a couple of different times. And that's just going to cause havoc later in the game when they think about dribble driving. Almost a steal by Norris. A step-in jumper by Slaughter, no good. And that's going to go off of, they're going to call that off Powell. I thought they said it was off Blue, but they give it back to the Cats. 6:40 to go here, third, 38-26 the score. Blix with it inside for Atkinson. Back out front. Between the circles they go with it. Now to Atkinson again. Hands off, nope. Now hands off for Langer. Elbow jumper, Brooks Langer for two. That is his money shot right there. That 16, 18-foot mid-range game. Langer knocks it down, and the Cats lead 14 by 6:12 to go here in the quarter. Now Langer going to get a reach-in foul there. Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Couldn't get it out quick enough, Gary.
Yeah.
He saw it, and he was like, oh, and then he tried to pull it back and go, nope, I didn't do it, didn't do it. That's like when you're at grandma's house and you think she's not looking, you go, oh, she got me. Get it back out front. 6:05 to go here in the third. Hicks with it, going to dribble drive on Langer, put it up, put it in, make it 40-28. Goes back the other way underneath for Schroeder. He's going to work his way in, blocked away, but picked up, put back in, no good. Atkinson with the putback, no good. Schroeder tries to get it off for Atkinson. He can't handle it. Gets it back in the corner. Now he's double teamed and throws it right to Conine, and it goes back the other way. So back the other way underneath. Hicks gets it stripped away, picked back up. Blixt is going to have it. He's got numbers. He's going to drop it off to Langer. Langer, glass no good. He is fouled by Powell. That'll be 3 on him. In a wild sequence back and forth there, just kind of out of control after a couple of close misses for the Cats. But you gotta give a little bit of credit, even though they weren't getting the rebounds for Pleasant Hill, is just getting hands up and making it not easy. Free throw, no. And Langer misses another free throw there. He's missed a couple tonight. He missed 5 the other night. The coach talked about it, how he usually is a very, very good free throw shooter. Struggled the last couple of nights, missing probably more in the last 2 nights than he has all year long total. Second free throw, good. Knocks it home, and it's 41-28. Of course, us being up here in the Catbird seat tonight, we won't have an interview with Coach after the game. A little bit hard to get a coach up here to talk. Get it off on the wing. Woodhelm for 3, rattles it home, and it's 41-31, and we're right back to where we started the half. Get it in the corner, Blixt. He'll fire a little bit short. Rebound by Hicks with 5 minutes to go here in the third. Hicks off for Slaughter. Slaughter cut off on the baseline. Out front, Conine. Conine is hit out front by Norris. And they're going to call that foul, I believe, on Norris. That'll be 2 on him with 4:53 to go here in the third. So 41-31, 4:53, sorry, to go in the third. Too many 4s, 3s. Whithelm off to Slaughter, top of the key for Reeves. Spin it around now, Hicks. Hicks goes in, elbow jumper to the free throw line, good. And it's 41-33. And that gets it quietly to 8. Norris goes up strong. And he'll go to the line for a pair. So they call that on Hicks, his third. So Hicks and Powell both with 3 here in the third. Still 4:34 to go in the third. And that was just a Norris speed thing there. When you get beat, you just try to grab from behind. Free throw good. Make it 42-33. 1 more to go. Norris at the line again. Second one, good. Knocks them both down.
4 for 4 tonight from the line.
Make it 43-33. Slaughter brings it back the other way. Hicks has got it on the wing right side. Goes to that right elbow, backs it back up. Get it off for Reeves. Reeves has got it now back out front for Slaughter. Off for Whithelm. Whithelm's got it now, goes behind the back. Inside, gets cut off. Looking to get rid of it. Gets rid of it to Conine. Conine dribble drives now. 16-footer, no. Rebound to Blixt, and it's a 10-point lead in the Cats' ball. Blix with the rebound off to Norris. And now a dribble drive for Norris into the corner for Blix. Now Blix going to drive to Atkinson. Atkinson going to drive, put up a floater, no. Goes back the other way. So 3:53 to go, and that's going to be a foul. I heard that one from up here as Norris tries to slap at the ball from behind. That's going to bring in Tiemann and Bocher for the Cats. 43-33, 3:50 to go here in the third. You know, the one thing I see lacking from this game, Gary, that I normally see in a game like this, see after they get it in, Woodhelm's going to try to get it in, gets it in up front for Slaughter between the circles. Hold that thought. They're going to go to Woodhelm. He's going to put it up and drop it home, an 8-point game. 43-35 is fire. Neither team, kind of a flat game. Neither team, I don't know how many times I've watched a game here, and this is a steal by Reeves, and Reeves going to take it coast to coast, glass and good, and it's a 43-37 game after the Reeves bucket, and quietly Pleasant Hill's back to within 6. See if that fires up some folks. Langer's got it outside, going to dribble at the top of the key. Now he tried to get that off. Billy, he tried to get that off in the corner for Tiemann, sorry. Goes back the other way. Billy was kind of in the way there. And now a step back three by Langer, no. Rebound over the back goes Bocher, and a rebound by Reeves with 2:53 to go here in the third. So 43-37, back to a 6-point contest here in the third quarter. Schroeder going to check out. Back the other way, they go with it. Get it inside for Reeves, and one. And we're possibility to have a one-possession game and a 3-point game, 43-39. Reeves with the bucket. So 43-39, 2:42 to go here in the third. Chance to make this a one-possession game. Reeves going to go through his routine at the line, puts it up, and drops it home. Make it 43-40. Reeves has got 9 for the Roosters. And the Roosters are back to within 3.
And he hasn't missed a shot. He's had 4 twos and then the extra, or the free throw there.
Norris gets it off for Atkinson. Atkinson's got it outside, up top of the key for Bocher, over for Norris. Now to Langer. Langer gets him off his feet, goes free throw line, no. And another Reeves rebound. Back the other way. 3-point game can get even closer here. Get it off in the corner for Powell, and they're going to say he walks with it. It's going to be Cats ball. And we got a timeout on the floor with 2:16 to go here in the third. It's 43-40.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
All right, 43-40 the score. Cats get the turnover on the travel by Powell, but it's still a 3-point game late third quarter. Not the situation the Cats thought they'd be in. Kind of a situation I thought it would be tonight. Pleasant Hill always plays well against Harrisonville, and the Cats seem to struggle. And the Cats seem to struggle in the coop. I've seen a couple of good Harrisonville teams led by Luke Cooper, among others, come up here and get wins. But I've also seen some guys from Pleasant Hill over the years do some damage to the Cats as well. The Orphans have had some good games. Lawler had a couple of games. 3-ball by Tiemann is good. 46-40. Cats back up by 6. And I also saw Dustin Mounts light us up years ago as well. Baseline jumper, Reeves blocked by Bocher. With 1:45 to go here in the third, 46-40.
And Tiemann's been coming in and playing a great game when he's been spelling Norris or Langer or Blix. I mean, he's been doing a good job as far as spelling it as well, and comes in with a big 3 right there as well.
Whithelm going to fire from the corner. No. Bocher with the rebound. Off to Norris. And Norris going to push it across the timeline. Get it to Bocher. He'll fire for 3. No. Rebound inside by Slaughter. And it goes back the other way with 1:27 to go here, third quarter. Slaughter going to drive in. Offensive foul. I figured they were going to call that because Slaughter's arm went forward and up in the air. And it's going to be a turnover back to the Cats with 1:23 to go here in. Coach Langer got up off the bench, walked down, and looked at Billy and said, "Get inside, not outside." Get it off. Now Bocher's got it outside. Get it off on the wing for Atkinson. He goes backdoor for Langer. Back to Atkinson. He thought about the 3. Now hands off for Tiemann, a little bit low on the pass. Now they get it back out front with 1:02 to go in the third. 46-40. Cats with the lead. Norris into the corner. Tiemann 3-ball, a little bit long. Picked up by Langer. Langer going to go up glass and good. 4-2, and it's 48-40. With 45 seconds to go here in the third. Hicks now off for Slaughter. Slaughter's got it way outside, dribbling around, guarded by Norris. Norris.
Wow, that should be an intentional,
yeah,
too.
he grabbed at him, and you shouldn't do that.
Not going to get it,
Usually they call it intentional, but close game like that, you're probably not going to call it. He just wasn't like he tackled him down, but you definitely don't want to grab like that because that can be an intentional. 29 seconds to go, third quarter. Cats up by 8. A chance to put this right back to a double-figure lead after Pleasant Hill got it all the way down to 3. Atkinson brings it back over to the left side now between the circles for Langer. Off to the right side wing is Langer with it back out front for Norris. And going to have a 30-second timeout with 11.4 to go here in the third. Cats want to get a good look for this last shot. 48-40. We'll be right back.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
All right, 11.4 to go, third quarter. Coach Langer calls a timeout. He had 4 left. He's like, I'm going to call one right here. He'd like to get a good look. You get a bucket here. You get up double figures going into the fourth. That's big. Get it to Langer in the backcourt with 11 to go in the quarter. He's going to bring it across the timeline and try to get a pick, get it off for Atkinson. Atkinson back to Langer. Langer going to dribble drive. No. When we go to the fourth, 48-40, Cats with the lead. We'll be back after this.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank, where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Stop paying high prices for low quality. Rising M feeders will get locally grown, farm fresh, USDA inspected beef. No more reground beef to make it look fresh, fatty steaks, or tough meats. Get it fresh from the source. Quarter, half, and whole packages available. Call or text Charlie with Rising M Feeders. For more detail, 816-738-3571. That's 816-738-3571. All right, we go back to the fourth quarter. Cats lead by 8. Pleasant Hill going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Could have gone two ways there. Now you got to let's think about the Cats not scoring on that last possession here, Gary, because now basically it works almost as a turnover. Pleasant Hill going to get the ball to start this fourth quarter. They get a 3 here. It's a 2-possession game and a 5-point game in the last 8 minutes of basketball. Hicks has got it. They're going to go inside to Leda. Leda can't get it to go. Hall with the rebound. He goes right back the other way. So 7:45 to go here, fourth quarter. Cats with a 48-40 lead. Tiemann with it on the wing. Goes top of the key for Bocher. Bocher now off for Norris. He's going to put it up, no good. Rebound by Leda. Gets it off for Slaughter. Slaughter's got it back out front, get it over to Hicks. Hicks has got it way outside on the volleyball line. Goes to the right side in the right corner for Powell. Powell now off to Wilhelm. He fires a 3, no good. Atkinson with the board. And it goes back the other way with 7:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Still 48-40 as we're underway in the fourth quarter, almost a minute gone by. Norris tries to go in strong and tipped away. Back the other way it goes. Off for Powell. Powell now off for Whithelm. Whithelm's going to go into the paint, drop off for Leda. Leda's got it now on the baseline. Going to step back. Good give and go. Quick hands by Tiemann to knock it out of bounds with 6:44 to go. Blixton Langer check in with 6:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. Powell set to pass it in, gets it in the corner for Conine. Conine back out front. They go inside for Powell. Spinner, no good. Langer cannot handle it. Conine gets it and one. 48-42. And Conine goes to the line for an and one opportunity. So 6:36 to go here, fourth quarter, 48-42. Make it 48-43. The old-fashioned three-point play. Atkinson over for Langer. Langer going to dribble drive. Good. Answers back 50-43, the score with the Langer bucket. Hicks over for Conine. Conine dribbles on Langer, kicks it back to Powell up front. Slaughter spin it around, right side wing for Hicks. Hicks has got it on the wing. Thought about dribble drive, now goes baseline. Leda going to fire from 17, no good. Atkinson had the board and is leveled by Hicks. And it'll go back the other way, and this will be, I believe, that the 7th or 6th team foul. It'll be the 6th. Cats and Pleasant Hill both 6. So next foul for either side. That is 4 on Hicks. Leda going to come out. 50-43, Cats with a 9-point lead. Sorry, 7-point lead. I don't know what my math is telling me there. Blix off for Schroeder. Now to Langer. Langer goes back to Schroeder. Inside, Schroeder goes now to Atkinson. He'll fire a 3. No. Rebound goes back to Pleasant Hill. Weaving through traffic all the way to the basket. And one is Powell. 50-45. It's a 5-point game. Powell goes to the line. His first bucket of the ball game. It's a 5-point game with 5:33 to go. $50-46. Back the other way we go with it. Langer in the backcourt, loses the handle. Picked off, going to go back the other way, coast to coast, no good. Rebound and putback, Widhelm is good. 50-48. 2-point game after the putback. And we got a whistle on call a foul on Widhelm there. I didn't know what was going on. I thought we had a timeout. Blitzed at the line for a pair.
They got 1 and 1. They've got 3 with either 3 or 4 fouls.
Blick's first free throw is good. Make it 51-48. Connor knocks the front end of the 1-1 down. This one's a big one, makes it a 2-possession game. 5:10 to go, fourth quarter. Second one, good. Connor got it to roll over and in. It's 52-48. Back to a 4-point game. 5:04 to go, 5:06 to go, sorry. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 5:06 to go, fourth quarter. It's a 4-point Wildcat lead.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Welcome back. Chad always talks about me having my mouth full of stuff when it comes back. He had his mouth full and had to get a drink before he could talk, and I didn't know what was going on. Welcome back to Pleasant Hill, and it's
I'm
the Rooster
ready
Bowl.
now. Yes, we are back, and there's a whistle. And they're calling an offensive foul inside on Leda with 5:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. So it goes back to the Cats. Hicks and Leda check out. Reeves and Conine check back in. So 52-48, Cats lead by 4. Pleasant Hill's been the aggressor in this ball game, and I kind of feel like they've played a little bit better basketball than the Cats have tonight. I haven't seen that fire from the Cats, kind of walking through the motions. Try to get it off. They're going to hand it off for Langer, off to Norris. Norris backs it back up. He's going to go between the circles with it. Try to set up his offense here. Goes to the top of the key now to Atkinson. Over to Schroeder. Top of the key, Langer. He'll fire a long 3. No. Rebound goes to Pleasant Hill, down by 4. Dribble drive, pull up jumper, no good. Atkinson with the rebound. Goes back the other way. Langer has it into the paint. 3 on him, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 1-1.
That's on. If that's going to be on Powell, that would be 4 for him. That'd give him two with 4. No, it's on Slaughter. It's his 3rd.
They got him
His
as 4th. So 4:06 to go here, fourth quarter. Cats lead by 4. Brooks Langer at the line for the front end of 1-1. 52-48 the score. First one is good. One more to go here. 53-48. Uh, 53-48 with 4:06 to go. And it's good. 54-48, Cats up by 6. Still a 2-possession game, though. Get it off for Widhelm. He goes baseline, now throws that one away. Schroeder has numbers, going to slow it down. Good, smart basketball play right there. 3:50 to go here, fourth quarter. 54-48. Norris with it out front, guarded by Widhelm. So Whithelm out there guarding Norris. You don't want to reach too much if you're Whithelm there. It is a 6-point game. Cat's going to run some clock here with 3:30 to go in the fourth. Hand off to Blixt. Over to Langer. Langer back to Norris, and they're going to try to run again. This is kind of what they call the layup game. Trying to get it now. They're going to spread it out even farther here. Norris going to dribble around outside, being chased.
If they're not going to come out, you might as well continue this until you make them come out because they're still protecting the basket.
So Cats are going to weave it back and forth. Into the corner they go. Baseline for Schroeder. Back out front for Norris. Norris has got it between the circles with 3 minutes to go. Cats have run quite a bit of clock here on this possession. Under 3 to go, 2:52 to go here in the fourth. Schroeder with it. And then a reach-in foul on Conine. And Schroeder goes to the line.
And that's 10, so they're in the double bonus the rest of the way.
I mean, 1 out of 2 here is huge because it makes it a 3-possession game. So Schroeder at the line. First one, no, misses that, has 1 more to go. Still 54-48. Reeves checks in for Leda, and Slaughter checks in for Whithelm. 54-48, 2:48 to go, fourth quarter. Big free throw coming up for Schroeder. Rattles it home. Makes it a 7-point game, 55-48. Back the other way with it. Top of the key. Hicks over to Powell. He's going to dribble drive from the lane. No. Atkinson gets the rebound, ripped away from. You haven't seen that very much this year. Powell just says, no, I'll take that. Thank you very much. And a walk called on Slaughter with 2:25 to go here in the fourth. Whithelm checks in for Hicks. 2 timeouts left for Pleasant Hill, 3 for the Wildcats. 2:24 to go, fourth quarter. Across the timeline goes Norris with it. Get it into the corner for Blixt. He dribbles through the corner. Timeout called by the Cats with 2:16 to go, fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout as well. 55-48. Come back and join us. Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field. 2:16 to go, fourth quarter, 55-48. Cats up by 7 with the basketball. And this is where you'd like to run a little clock. You don't want to take any wild shots, any threes, anything like that. You want to try to get one of those backdoor cuts or those easy cuts to the basket for a layup, or get fouled and go to the free throw line and knock them down.
Yeah, but going to the free throw line, you got to knock them down. And that's what we're going to see probably the rest of the way. And, I mean, there's several Roosters that are on the verge of fouling out, so you've got to be careful. They don't want to be the ones fouling to take people to the free throw line either.
Yeah, and only playing 7 for Pleasant Hill, that really kind of hampers what they can do with it. Norris has got it out front, double teamed, little trap defense. And now Norris is fouled at the timeline by Conine. Just his second. Norris goes to the line.
So that's where I'm off.
Get the first one. Nope. 1 more to go with 2:09 to go in the fourth. You know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. You would have liked a nice 20, 25-point win if you're the Cats, but at the same time, Pleasant Hill forcing them down the stretch is going to make them try to learn how to win a game. And Norris misses both, and it goes back the other way. So timeout on the floor. I believe Pleasant Hill called that one. Full timeout. We'll take one as well with 2:08 to go in the fourth. 55-48.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that 4T's Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need one roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays. All right, welcome back to 0:08 to go, fourth quarter. And Pleasant Hill with the ball, down 7. A bucket makes it a 2-point game. If you're Pleasant Hill, you don't have to rush it, but you also want to make sure that you get a good look. And so you got to go, you want to maybe 20-30 set or 20-30 second set, but then get a good look and not a turnover like that with 1:57 to go. Langer going to dribble drive, glass and good. Make it a 57-48 game as Langer puts 2 more in. And the Cats lead by 9. Get it off for Hicks, ball on the floor. Norris got it. Call a travel. He went to try to, I think he went to try to roll and call the timeout. They're going to call him for the travel instead with 1:37 to go, so it goes back to Pleasant Hill. 57-48, Cats up by 9, 1:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Got it off on the wing into the corner, 3 ball, no. Rebound to Blixt. Blixt to Norris. Norris has it in the backcourt ahead for Schroeder. Schroeder off to Blixt. Back to Schroeder, and he is converged on. And it looks like Wildhelm took one right on the nose there. And Monty Schroeder going to go to the free throw line. He's got 2. You knock one down, you make it a double-digit lead with a little over a minute to go in the fourth. So 1:14 to go, fourth quarter, 57-48 the score. Cats by 9. And Schroeder at the line, first one short, 1 more to go here. Cats are not doing themselves any favors, same as last night, missing free throws down the stretch. Kobe Norris missed 2, and Monty's missed 2 out of his 3 so far here down the stretch. Knocks that one down. 58-48, I guess there was a lane violation. So he's going to get 2 more, and he knocks them both down. It's 59-48. Nobody argued, so it must have been a lane violation. We didn't see it. 1:10 to go. Cats up by 11. Get it off and knocked away, but right back to Wildhelm. No good. Powell, no good. Rebound, Langer, but goes to Wildhelm. Wildhelm puts it up and in for 2. 59-50 with 58 seconds to go. Wildhelm with the 2, he's got 10, and it's a 9-point game with 58.2 to go here, fourth quarter. Got a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here with you, reset things. Pleasant Hill with 10 team fouls, so the Cats have 2 free throws the rest of the way. For Pleasant Hill, the Cats have 7 team fouls, so they'll be 1-1 the rest of the way. 58.2 seconds to go. Pleasant Hill without any timeouts, and the Wildcats with 2, and the possession arrow favors the Wildcats.
And that's where I was going to say, a lot of favors towards the Harrisonville right now, and so therefore, they've got the ball, they've got the possession arrow, 58 seconds, and they're at least 3 possessions, if not 4. I mean, that's got to be 3 threes to even tie it. So you've really got things going your way. You just need to make sure and control the ball and not give a turnover. You want to make them foul, so take you to the foul or to the free throw line to be able to get some shots. But we've got to make our free throws. That's the issue.
Yeah, and, they got bailed out on that miss by Schroeder, and he got 2 more. So that was bailed out there. Kobe missed 2 earlier, and Monty missed 1 earlier. That's 3 more points you had on there. It's a 12-point game. They may not even be fouling in the last minute. Changes so much, and you just knock down a couple more free throws. They're going to go deep to Blixt, off for Schroeder. Back to Langer. Langer's got it. He is fouled. And he's fouled by Cox. They brought Cox in. Coach is like, okay, I'm going to bring this guy in, get the foul going. And Langer goes to the free throw line for a pair. And again, it goes back to that, just make one and you make it a 4-possession game. 52.9 to go. Cats lead 59-50. 60-50, the score. So 1 more to go here for Brooks Langer. Second one from Langer. Good. 61-50. 50 seconds to go, 4th quarter. Hicks has got it outside. Kick it in the corner, Conine. Ball tipped away, picked up by the Cats. Schroeder fouled by, they call that on Leda or Wildhelm? They call it on Conine, so it's his 3rd. Schroeder goes back to the line. Calmly knocked those last 2 down here. So with 42.2 seconds to go for 61-50 the score. Knocks that one down. 62-50. Cats have pushed it to a 12-point lead. This one will pretty much make it academic in my opinion. And it goes down 63-50. Schroeder checks out as Hall checks in. And Tiemann checks in with 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Coach putting some more shooters in there, free throw shooters. Hicks has got it outside. Get it out to Conine. Back to Hicks. He'll fire a 3. No. Atkinson with the rebound. He is fouled. He'll come back the other way. You know what? This is funny. We've been talking the last couple weeks, talking how much Kennedy Atkinson's such a great rebounder. And he's kind of been shut down rebounding-wise tonight. You know what I mean? But I want to say something. What I've noticed tonight from the Cats rebounding-wise is everybody else has gotten involved rebounding. And it's one of those things when that happens, then those rebounds aren't as plentiful as Atkinson's first free throw goes down. And it's funny because Kennedy's only, or I put that one on the wrong one there. Kennedy's only got 3 points on the night and like 6 or 7 rebounds, but he's made them better rebounders, and that's what Coach Langer was talking about last night.
I mean, Coach has been talking about that, and I think that's part of the reason maybe why he was playing them out as he makes the second free throw. He's been playing Kennedy out from the bucket, and we've had a lot more rebounds by the group down below. I mean, Langer's got quite a few, so does Bocher, and Schroeder. Stacy's got a couple, so.
Get it off, 3 ball on the way, no good. A rebound, long rebound, tipped out by Tiemann, brings it across the timeline with 15 seconds to go. And I believe Pleasant Hill will probably be content on letting the clock run out here. Cats trying to run the clock. Hall with it out front, being chased around out there by Whitney. And back and forth they go with 1, and that'll do it. So the Cats get another victory, 65-50. Pleasant Hill didn't make it easy, though, and they did not go away quietly. 65-50, your final score, and we'll take a timeout and wrap things up from Pleasant Hill right after this.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget, and friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need one roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land and Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today. Welcome back. Cats will win it by a final of 65-50 in this one. I'll run down the scoring totals per quarter, and then I'll give it to Gary for the stats from the Cats and Pleasant Hill. They led it 14-13 after one, did the Cats. They outscored Pleasant Hill 22-13 in the second quarter to take a 36-26 halftime lead. Cats were outscored 14-12 in that third quarter, and it became an 8-point game, 48-40. And then your final score, 65-50, as the Cats pull away late with some free throws and a 17-10 fourth quarter to win it 65-50. In that first half of play, we did have 3 ties and 3 lead changes, and then the Cats took the lead for good with 4:15 to go in the second quarter of play. So your final score, 65-50. Gary, finish up with the totals.
Leading the way for the Cats, Brooks Langer with 26. Kobe Norris had 14. Rest of the scoring by the starters, Blix had 5. Schroeder had 5. Atkinson had 4. Off the bench, James Tiemann had 3. Buddy Bocher had 3. Corbin Hall had 2. Matt Stacy had 3 for the total of 65 points for your Cats. Of the 17 points scored in the fourth quarter, 13 of them were free throws. And so that's how important free throws can be, because that would be a difference in this game. And so they missed 3 free throws, so they were 13 out of 16 yes, Jerry, I'll try to get that out, in the fourth. So that's how important it is. Leading the way for the Pleasant Hill Roosters was Jacob Conine with 11. Rest of the scoring was Sam Slaughter with 4. Jay Powell had 5. Mason Hicks had 7. Wyatt Leda had 2. Off the bench, Trey Wildham had 12, and Grant Reeves had 9 for their 50 points. Good game. Sometimes when I always say this, sometimes a loss or a tough win is better than a blowout. And they need these tough games, because they're going to play these tough games coming later this week and into district. So they really need them. And you always know when you come to Pleasant Hill, though, you're going to get a tough game.
Yeah, and they got a tough game tonight. And, Coach Messenger's teams are always going to play you tough, no matter where it is, no matter, what team is out there, what the records might be. They've struggled this year with only 5 wins, but they work hard, and they worked hard all night long. And, you go back to the middle of that third quarter, it was 53-48, Gary. I mean, it was a 5-point game. It was 51-48, actually. It was a 3-point game midway through the fourth quarter. That's where they wanted to be. The Cats were able to put it away with free throws down the stretch, like you said. The one thing I'd like to see more out of the Wildcats on Thursday night when they take the floor, and, of course, it's a terrible game to do that in. It's court warming. I need to see that fire back. I haven't seen that. They had that fire back on Saturday when they played Butler. I didn't really feel like I saw much fire. A little bit last night because it got chippy late, but overall not a lot of fire. And then tonight, I felt like they were flat all night long, standing around a lot. I just would like to see a little bit more fire on Thursday and be more crisp going into districts, because your district matchup is going to be tough. One of the top 10 teams in the state off and on this year in Nevada, and if you win that game, you're going to have probably Webb City, and they have been ranked all year long in the top 5. So you're going to have to play those tough games next week. Hopefully these close games or these tough games are going to make them stronger for that, but we'll have to wait and see.
And both of those are going to be away. So, I mean, you're just already, kind of up against a little bit of a hill when you're doing that. We always talk about Kennedy Atkinson and Brooks Langer, and Kennedy had six or seven rebounds tonight, 4 points, and Langer had 26. But off the bench, you had James Tiemann with 3, but that 3 was in the third quarter. You had Billy Bocher with 3. You had Corbin Hall and Matt Stacy both coming off the bench in that third quarter when it was kind of, wishy-washy what was going to happen in that third quarter, and they came off the bench, spelled some time for the starters, and played their role. So I want to mention them because that bench, those 4, and we'll have Kyle Minching back, on Thursday, I think. So that bench of 3 to 5 that comes off and really helps has been a benefit to the team, not only spelling but also scoring points and playing good defense and offense.
Yeah, and one of the things, I can, it's tough to nitpick a 15-point game, but you want to do that too because you want to see the negative side of it. You talk about it. Sometimes you get some good out of tough wins, and I want them to go back and look at it and say, well, we need to do this and this different or whatever. What I also like to see in these wins like this is just how everybody reacts. And I thought they reacted in the fourth quarter when it got pressure time. They knocked the free throws down when they needed, and we'll see kind of how it goes from the rest of the way.
Yeah, you're right. It got close there in the fourth, and then they started pulling it out. A lot of those were free throws, though. I'm telling you, if 13 for 16 in the fourth makes a huge difference. And so you want to make sure that you hit those down, but you want to be able to secure the lead when you got it.
Well, I want to wrap things up here tonight. We're going to be right back here tomorrow night against the Chicks of Pleasant Hill and Lady Wildcats, again trying to keep their hopes for a share of the conference title alive if they can get a win over Pleasant Hill tomorrow night. So one last time, there is a link on there, the live chat. You can click on that link to donate if you feel you would like to donate and help those Pleasant Hill families out that lost the 2 daughters last week tragically in a car accident, and we would love to be able to give them a check. We're going to be giving them a check. We've raised over $1,000 so far. I believe $1,075 is what we're at, and we're going to split that in 2, and 100% of that is going to those 2 families. So we are glad we are able to provide that. That'll be open probably through the game tomorrow night. For Jerry Forschler, for Gary Davidson, I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Pleasant Hill. We'll be right back here tomorrow night.